Hi guys, Rob here from Athletic Evolution. Just a little thought process following on from the last few videos about coaching appropriately in the pathway and coaching the athlete in front of you. I just wanted to comment on why it's not a good idea to copy and paste training programs. A big part of that is because it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So I remember recently, I can't remember if it was a podcast or maybe a video interview with Ashley Jones, kind of legendary S&C coach, been around the world, coached in multiple kind of different domains in terms of geographically within rugby. But he kind of was saying that every year he would happily kind of distribute his training program for his team to his competition, to his rivals. And his rationale behind that was, despite the fact that they have his training program, they are not going to coach it the way he coaches it. Because that comes down to the interpersonal skills, it comes down to the cues, the understanding, the rationale behind things. And I think that's a really great explanation of why you can't just copy and paste and lift a program from somewhere else. So you can't just copy and paste a program of a world champ or someone at a senior level, because you don't understand the thought process, you don't understand the cues, the individualization. You don't really have the background story of why that program was put together. So it's really important to understand what you're doing, why you're doing it, the cues, to upskill in the coach's eye and what you're looking for. And a great example of this is cooking. So I want you to imagine that you've got all the ingredients for a really nice Sunday roast. And then you've got two options. You can either have me cook it for you, or you can have Gordon Ramsay come in and cook it for you. It's the same ingredients, the same pots and pans, the same stove. Everything's the same. Who would you choose? Now, those of you who know me definitely wouldn't choose me because I'm not a great cook. I can heat things up, I can chop stuff. But the difference is the skill set. Gordon Ramsay has the knowledge. He understands the different cooking techniques. He understands when those potatoes are going to be just right. He understands when the chicken's going to be just right. And it's exactly the same way in your training program. You might have all the ingredients. You might have all the squats, the benches, the RDLs, the jumping and landing. But do you have the stuff that's subjective? Do you have the understanding and the knowledge of when that squat is just a little bit not quite right? When there's something in the bench press that needs to be adjusted? When there's too much volume, there's too little intensity, there's too much intensity? Do you understand all those things? So it's not what you do in your training program, it's how you do it and how you coach it that really makes a big difference. And that is what is worth paying attention to.